Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea Room. It's the girl Lady J back bringing you the latest if you're rap tea and urban news. But before I get into my video, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment down below, share, and since you're here, baby, subscribe to my channel. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So congratulations are in order to the reigning queen of rap, Nicki Minaj, because she has had a couple of big wins this past week. So we all know she dropped the Fire 9 Liquid Miss remix, which is fire and is especially a big deal for her Caribbean fan base. So for one, it was announced earlier this week that the University of California, Berkeley will be offering a course titled Nicki Minaj, the Black Barbie, Femc, and Hip Hop Feminisms. And it will be an African American Studies course offered during the spring 2023 semester. And the context will focus on Nicki Minaj as it pertains to the broader historical social structures and hip hop feminisms. So this is a big deal because one, literally only a handful of hip hop artists and legends have had a college course focused on and highlighting their contribution to either literature, socialism, and or music. So the only ones I know to achieve something like this is, of course, Tupac, and he has been the focus of numerous college literature courses and music classes. And then there is Jay-Z, because I know back in 2011, the University of Georgetown started offering a course entitled Sociology of Hip Hop, Jay-Z. And then in 2014, Georgia Regents University, they began to offer an English composition class that is centered around Kendrick Lamar and his lyrics from Good Kid, Mad City, because his writings on that album were juxtaposed to the 90s classic Boys in the Hood. So it's the hip hop legends that push their pen and put their blood, sweat, and tears into their craft, music, and lyrical ability. All of these rap bitches need to take this course, and I do mean all of them, every single last one. So shout out to USC Berkeley. I graduated college 3 years ago, but if I was still in school, I most definitely would take this course with a heartbeat, okay? Now, Nicki Minaj keeps winning because she recently made her appearance in the latest Call of Duty commercial along with other celebrities such as Lil Baby. So Nicki is out here yet and still racking up the commercial deals this era, and I'm here for it. Now, there has been some weird drama due to Nicki Minaj being in this commercial because Cardi B fans wanted to make it clear on Twitter that Cardi had this deal first and that it was passed to Nicki only after she was no longer able to go through with the deal due to court. Because if you remember, a few weeks back, Cardi had tweeted this: "My stupid decisions from the past caused me to miss out on money now. I had a multi-million-dollar Call of Duty deal that I couldn't take because of courts. Guys, think twice about those quick decisions. Lesson learned." Now, this is no way, shape, or form tells us that Cardi had this deal first. All this shows me, honestly, is she knew Nicki had the deal when she realized she was not able to go through with this deal, and she wanted it to, get it put out there beforehand, before the commercial come out, as to why Nicki was a part of it and she wasn't. Because y'all know her fans can't handle Nicki Minaj making a move and Cardi being skipped like it's a game of Uno, child. But like Cardi said, that's her fault as to why she is not a part of this commercial or this deal. Her actions will cost her every time, and I'm surprised she hasn't learned that by now, or else she wouldn't be trying to meet up in the High Bridge trying to fight Malibu Mitch, allegedly. And by the way, Nicki Minaj teased the deal in her Blick Blick collab with Koi when she said, "I got a whole army as Charlie," and that was back in March. So Nicki Minaj has made this deal very clear from the get-go that she has had this deal already. So also, this show is clearly not just about one celebrity. This is showcasing multiple celebrities. It's not just focused on one person. So Cardi could have very well been in this commercial with Nicki Minaj, but she fumbled her own bag. So again, congrats to Nicki. So you guys let me know what you think about that. Now, So the next thing I want to get into is Cardi B and her remix to the viral song Munch by Ice Pack or Icy Hot or Ice Spice, whatever. So Cardi basically let her whole verse play on her latest IG post. And it's trash, okay, in my opinion. Her Tomorrow 2 remix was way harder and way better than this shit, and I see why she says she's not releasing it. At the same time, if you're not going to release it, why even post it? Which I have my own theory as to why, because just last week we saw Ice Spice big up in Nicki Minaj and basically saying all these rap chicks listen to Nicki Minaj. I mean, which is true. I don't know why that would strike a nerve to any of these rap bitches. It's not an insult, okay? In fact, if you listen to Nicki, you obviously got taste in music. So, yeah. that after Ice Spice gave Nicki her flowers publicly, you know, after Cardi B has been mentioning Ice Spice every time you look up, and Spice Ice or Ice Spice giving props to Cardi, I guess to see her out the blue giving Nicki her flowers after already doing a remix perhaps maybe irritated her a bit, because she probably like, bitch, I'm out here co-signing you and sticking up for you and doing a remix to your song, and you want to shut out a bitch I'm beefing with at the moment, like, you know. So I'm not saying it's facts, but it's just what I peeped and what I believe to be the reason Cardi is choosing to post her verse but not approve this to be released, because, you know, if it is released, it could do numbers like the Tomorrow 2 did, you know. But, you know, because my thing is, you released the, you know, Tomorrow 2 with Glorilla, but not Ice Spice, and her song is just as viral. And another thing, I just find it out that Cardi claimed once upon a time she don't really care to hop on remixes or songs that are already out, but this is the 4th remix she done been on this year. There was the Shake It remix, the No Love remix, the Tomorrow remix, and now this one. Like, clearly she needs to ride the wave of other people that's popping or viral at the moment, because she has yet to have her own successful solo song drop this year, and the song she dropped with Durk and Kanye really didn't make no noise, which it was hot shit for real, just like the title said. So you guys let me know your thoughts on that. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Saweetie and Quavo, child. So these two, along with Offset, have been trending the past couple of days because lyrics to a latest Migos song entitled Messy have begun to go viral, in which Quavo has said this: I said, Carisha, please, cause she too messy. Bitch effed my dog behind my back, but I'm not stressing. You wanted the gang, you should have said it, we would have blessed it. Now, Quavo was being real messy with this, and he right for naming that song Messy, because it is messy. But Quavo was clearly alluding to a woman he was dealing with, hooking up with someone he's, you know, pretty close to, which people began to speculate could be Offset for a couple of reasons. For one, the Migos, being Quavo and Takeoff now, did an interview last week where they spoke on loyalty and the future of the group as a duo. So Quavo let it be known their distance from Offset has nothing to do with paperwork, labels, or the music in general, but more so on loyalty. And two, Saweetie was on a recent episode of Carisha Please, so when you couple these two instances together, it's a strong reason to believe this could be about Offset and Saweetie. However, when you add the fact that Offset is married to Cardi B, it makes it pretty messy and harder to believe, because Offset has already publicly humiliated Cardi B multiple times and cheated on her, which led to, you know, the reason for her fighting a case she has been dealing with the past 4 years involving Jada and her sister. Also, it would make sense as to why the relationship dynamic between Cardi and Saweetie has always been a bit standoffish, and this news was first speculated by Big Barb Khalil and then later on Akbar V. So if it's true, it's no surprise on when it comes to Offset, but it would look very messy and bad coming from Saweetie if, you know, it comes out to be true, which, you know, I'm kind of so on. It would do nothing to help Saweetie's career flourish to me. Now, other people believe the line could have been regarding Saweetie and Little Baby, especially since Quavo said, bitch effed my dog, because Quavo was on Little Baby's My Dog remix back in 2017, and as we did see earlier this year, Saweetie was posted up with Quavo, okay? So people, or not Quavo, but Little Baby, so people were saying it was just a wordplay to allude to that remix. However, Little Baby and Quavo have not been close in years. In fact, it has been alleged that Little Baby actually got into a little altercation with the Migos, so it wouldn't make sense for Quavo to call Little Baby his dog, and that the woman in question could have had his whole gang being the Migos. So either regardless, if he was alluding to Little Baby or Offset, it just is not a good reflection on Saweetie, and she has yet to address this situation, which I think she needs to do ASAP. I understand some things are not worth addressing, but this is definitely, you know, something I would address, because it's speaking on and alluding to her character and her body count and just her as a woman. So sis needs to say something to me. In fact, none of them have said anything, which is a little bit suspicious to me, because Cardi B is so quick to argue with fan pages and other rap girls who collab with Nicki Minaj, but you can't address your husband fucking around with other bitches like your brother-in-law's ex-girlfriend. You know, you got time to allegedly meet up to fight other rap bitches, but not address this shit that got you looking crazy. But shit, I guess, you know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is Tory Lanez executive producing Iggy Azalea's upcoming project, because as y'all know, Iggy changed her mind about retiring. But in reality, she was never planning to retire, y'all. She just didn't like all that backlash she was getting last year when the fans were dragging her ass and claiming that she was darkening her skin and altering her appearance to be a caricature of a black woman. So after letting shit cool out for a year, she is back with music, and Tory Lanez, her alleged sneaky link, is producing this this album. So let me know what you think about that. Me personally, I find Tory Lanez to be talented, very talented, problematic, you know, but undeniably talented. And I also love his recent project he dropped, Sorry for What. I think it was well put together sonically and production wise. However, when it comes to him producing an Iggy Azalea album, I really don't find it necessary because, for one, I just don't know how his sound is going to match with her sound. And I also think, you know, Iggy is an independent artist and so is Tory, and neither one of them is getting pushed within the industry. In fact, Tory Lanez has been blackballed the past 2 years ever since his incident with Megan Thee Stallion. So if Iggy wants to do numbers or chart or get some type of radio play with this next project, I don't think it would be wise or benefit her to have Tory tied to this project in any way. Also, in my personal opinion, you know, I think, you know, Iggy should see and learn from the situation between London on the Track and Summer Walker. You know, she saw how that situation played out. It's just not good to mix business with pleasure and have the man you're allegedly sleeping with to be in charge of your project. Because as we saw with Summer Walker's baby daddy London, he executive produced Summer Walker's debut album Over It, and even though it was very successful, she ended up being left to deal with the baby and 3 other baby mamas after being cheated on and manipulated by an alleged narcissist, which is London, allegedly. And no shade, Tory Lanez definitely gives me narcissist vibes, and I find him very talented, don't get me wrong, but I gotta keep it a buck, especially after that August Alsina incident a couple of weeks ago and how he gaslighted that man. But again, y'all let me know what you think about that, about, you know, these two working together, and if you're here for new Iggy Azalea music. Now, the last topic I want to get into is Megan Thee Stallion's previewing, you know, her new music. And all I can say is, I'm tired. I heard the new snippet and it's just underwhelming to me. Megan is working with the new producer, I believe it's Hitmaker, you know, and he's worked with a lot of female hip-hop artists, Nicki Minaj included. But, you know, from this song, from this snippet, it just sounds the same coming from Megan. And I don't know what it is, but something's got to give. You know, I liked a couple of songs on Traumazine, like I said, Not Nice and Gift and a Curse. And I heard, you know, her trying to attempt to even slightly have a different, you know, new sound on her latest project. But with this new song she previewed, she's kind of moving backwards in my opinion. I'm gonna need her to keep this song and go back to the booth and come up with something else, because this ain't it. New producer or not, it's just not giving. And at this point, I'm starting to think, you know, these niggas is out here playing on Megan's head top. Okay, I think they playing in her face. But on a positive note, Megan has recently announced that she is working on a new show that will be loosely based on her life, and I think that's dope. I think it's smart to, you know, capitalize off of that. And I think that Megan is working on other things outside of music is actually very smart of her, because honestly, I just don't see a bulk of Megan's money or income coming from music in the long run, especially having first week sales as low as $60K as a 3-time Grammy Award winner. It's just not giving what it's supposed to give. But, you know, you guys let me know your thoughts on that below. So remember, this is my commentary, my opinion. You can let me know yours below. I look forward to reading your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Lounge with me on Twitter and IG at Southern T. I will see you in the next video.